Man, I was just looking at this little story about homelessness out in California, right? And they was talking about things that they proposing in regards to helping the homeless out there in California, Seattle, Washington, and a couple of the things they were talking about was trying to build housing for them, and then have services within these areas of housing for the homeless, such as mental health services and alcohol and drug services. And I feel it's a good idea. I can't say that we have that type issue going on in my city, but I think it's a good idea. Oftentimes, man, because we haven't experienced homelessness, we feel that that shit can't happen to us. When most of us are just a check or two away from being homeless. And that's real talk, unless you rich out there. But I was thinking about the drug part of it, right? And I'm just wondering, is a lot of the shit that's going on in our communities, not only with just homelessness, but with crime in general, is a lot of this that's going on in our communities not remnants from the crack era? I don't know what made me think about that. Although we do have an epidemic now when it comes to pills, syrup, cough syrup, you know, fentanyl, not including alcohol and marijuana, but I'm talking about hard drugs, fentanyl, cocaine, crack. Still got a lot of people that smoke crack out here. And I was just wondering, man, if is a lot of what is happening in our communities not remnants from the crack era? Man, when the crack era exploded in damn near every city in America, it destroyed more lives, especially in our community. It explored, it destroyed more lives in our community. Some of these people have never bounced back from that. Now, you have a lot that have bounced back, and they doing good now. They're working, and they're employed, and they got housing. You know, they doing fairly well considering where they were during that time, during the crack era. But when the crack era hit our communities, we lost a lot of things that possibly could have contributed to the betterment of our community today. We lost a lack of discipline. A lot of people, young and old, were on crack, and a lot of these people had children, and these children ended up basically raising themselves, depending on how entrenched their family members were that was on drugs at that time. Also, we've always had a big heroin problem. Uh, there's been a few years here and there where heroin may not have been that big a problem in certain cities, but it's always been around, you know, and it's still around. But I just wonder because we lost a lot of the values, man, that we had prior to the crack era. You know, a lot of the values, a lot of the discipline, uh, the respectfulness, uh, working with each other, being neighborly. We lost all that, man, due to the crack era, and we seeing the remnants of this shit now with these young people out here today. They are in their own crack era with the pill and fentanyl era, you know. Uh, and they too will be I guess, a destroyed people because a lot of these young people that are on these drugs that they using today have kids, and they not uh, issuing the same type discipline that people used to have. People are not displaying the same type discipline in the household that people had prior to the crack era. And that same shit is holding true today in this new pill and fentanyl era. So I was just wondering, man, was this I don't know why I thought about that when looking at this little story, man, but I'm just inclined, and this is only my belief, I'm just inclined to believe that, yeah, man, yeah, man, we still have not overcome that. We still haven't. And because of that, I mean, every city in America, damn near, man, it got worse, man. Every city, especially the inner city, has gotten worse, man. I feel like it's too far gone now to be rectified. You know, I don't have the answers. You know, maybe if I thought about this shit long enough, I could probably come up with a couple, but they wouldn't be enough to address what has, man, taken years. I mean, what has caused years of destruction. Shit, a couple answers wouldn't be able to address that shit. You know, maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but them just my thoughts, man. Just thought about that. You know. Until next time, family.